Hi everyone, welcome to another class. Now this class is aimed at yoga for runners or walkers, really for anybody. My lovely friend and fellow yogi Katie, who comes to my classes, suggested a yoga for runners class, and it's a great idea. I know many of you run or walk, particularly when we were in our lockdown. Many people took up running, long walks. So this is an ideal class, either pre or definitely post run. So it's just going to involve some deep stretches for the hips, the pelvis, the hamstrings, the IT band, just to delve deeper into these muscles that do get quite tight. So to start, all you will need is maybe a block, just have 1-2 hands, and we're going to come into a wide-kneed child's pose. So just take yourself onto your mat, if you have one, take the knees wide, bring the big toes together, and we're just going to fold down onto our mat. And if it's difficult to drop all the way down, then just grab your block for your head. Make sure you feel supported in the upper body, so you can just let go, no tension. So we want to feel that presence on our mat. Just start to take the breath deeper into the body. And as you exhale, you're just releasing anything you feel you're holding. Sometimes we don't even realize what our body's holding until we ask ourselves that question. What am I hanging on to that does not serve me? So we're just going to spend 2 more breaths here. One more. Keeping the hands where they are, just tuck your toes and just start to come back into a down dog position. So you start to push your heels back. Take your fingers nice and wide and push the hips back. So you feel that into the back of your legs, into your inner arms. Imagine you're squeezing your inner arms together. So you're peeling open the shoulders. And we're just going to pedal, so push one at a time the toes into your mat. Delving into maybe any tightness that you can feel in the legs. And then back to that down dog position. We're going to look forwards and just step forwards with your right foot to the top of your mat. We're going to drop our left knee down, so that should start to feel that into the front of that left leg. So dropping that knee, just delving a little, wiggle, move, whatever you need. And if you bring both hands onto the inside edge of your right leg, or maybe onto your block if you need, just push into that left thigh a little more and then relax the toes. So from here, maybe we're going to stay on our hands. Maybe we're just going to delve deeper onto our elbows, or maybe our elbows come onto our block. And I want you to breathe into any tightness that you can feel. Just acknowledge that. Where are you hanging on to that tightness, that tension? We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. One more. Coming back onto those hands, we're going to push into our toes of that left foot. Again, maybe it feels good just to rock a little here, delving into that tension. And then we're going to hold, and we're going to keep our left hand on the mat, but we're going to open with our right arm and twist our body towards our right knee. Maybe looking up at that hand if our neck allows. And as always, I know I'm always telling you, do listen to the body. So if this is not okay today, then you don't do it. You drop that knee, you maybe take rest, you ease out or grab your block so you're not delving so deep. Every day our body feels different. We want to acknowledge, we want to listen. So we're going to drop our right hand back down to our mat. We're back into that deep lunge. We're going to step back into our down dog. So we're sending those hips back, we're sending the heels back. And then just breathe in and push into your toes. We rarely give our toes and our feet a stretch. And then as you exhale, drop your heels back down. Your fingers are wide on your mat, your palms are flat down. You feel the weight evenly into the hands and the upper body. We're going to breathe in, push into our mat with our toes, and then drop the heels. And again, last one, pushing into those toes, dropping the heels. So let's look forward and send that left foot forward, top of the mat. We've got that wiggle, that roll, whatever we need, into that right side. Drop the right knee down. Rolling into that knee joint a little. And then bring that left hand into the inner leg. So left foot stays on the mat. We're bringing that hand in. Relax the toes as well of that right foot. Move in if we need. And then we're going to drop down if that is in your practice today, if the body wants to. So elbows down to the mat or maybe onto our block. And we're just going to start to find those points. Where are you hanging on to that tightness, that tension? And just send your breath there. Just feel that opening into the left side. Muscles are growing longer, leaner, expanding, releasing. One more breath here. We're going to come back onto our hands. Push into our mat with our toes of that right foot. We're going to keep our right hand down on our mat, or maybe it's on our block. And we're going to rotate the left arm up to the ceiling, twisting the body towards our left knee. Finding that deep breath. Last breath here. And then drop that hand back down, step it back into that down dog position. Send the hips back, the heels back, arms long. We're just going to roll through our spine. So we start to drop our hips down to our mat. We maybe bring our gaze forward, feeling that into our lower back, staying on our toes. And then roll back again, sending those heels down. Let's do that again, just rolling onto those toes, dropping the hips down to the mat. Shoulders relaxed, and then push back. Let's do one more, dropping down, roll through the spine, just hovering above your mat. Shoulders away from those ears. And then pushing back. We're going to drop our knees once again as wide as our mat, our big toes together, and drop all the way down. Relax your head, relax the upper body. Feel that breath coming all the way into your belly. Maybe a sigh out of the mouth here. Let go. Let's take one more breath. Rolling on to those hands. Just draw the knees slightly closer in. If this is challenging to sit like this, do grab your block to sit on. If you feel quite comfortable, maybe the bottom comes all the way down to your mat. So again, we're opening into the front of the legs, into the knees, which do need that stretch after running. It's an area we can feel those little niggles. So I want you just to sit here for a few breaths. You should be able to feel that stretch in the knees. And as I say, do sit on support if you need it. Just close the eyes, relax the hands down, and send that breath to those areas that need it. And when we come onto our mat, we start to listen to our body. Our run-in practice is our challenge. It gets our heart rates going, increases those endorphins, those feel-good factors. And our yoga practice is going to be our slow down, our cool down, our coming back to the sensations in our body. Still our feel-good. We feel good on our mats. Last breath. We're going to release from this kneeling position and send your legs out in front of you. Bring the feet together. You may want to strap here. We want to be sitting evenly on the glute muscles, and we're going to breathe in and just reach upwards. So you're lifting out of your waist, and then start to extend forwards, maybe grabbing the toes or your strap. We're going to keep the gaze forward towards the top of our mat or our toes. Make sure your toes are pointing up to the ceiling. If you find your knees are popping up, you need to ease off. So this is where your strap comes into play. Rolling down, lifting from your lower back. We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. Once again, just feeling those muscles lengthen and expand. Finding that balance between our exercise when you release out, we bring the arms back up, we reach up to the ceiling, let the arms go, and just bring your hands behind you. We're going to bring the fingers towards the lower back. We're going to bend the left leg. In fact, before we do that, just bring your right foot onto your left leg and then bend that left leg. Now, the closer you bring that left foot, the more you're going to feel that stretch into the back of the right leg, into the glute muscle. So you decide, maybe you need to ease off a little, maybe it feels good to bring that in. Peel your shoulders back. Let's open into the upper body as well. Just feeling that breath into our chest, into our lungs. One more. Send that left leg long and take your right foot over your left leg. We're going to give ourselves a hug with our left arm, fingers of the right hand now pointing away, and take a twist here. Pull that right shoulder back. Looking behind you. This is a lovely release all through the spine. Last breath here. Coming back to center. Send both feet out now, fingers pointing towards you, arms peeling back. Push up into an upward plank. Squeeze those shoulders, gaze towards the toes. 2 more breaths. Maybe delving a little higher. Slowly, slowly peel your body back down to your mat. Recheck in with that alignment of the glutes. And then this time, that left foot is on top of our right knee. Fingers pointing towards us. We're bending that right leg. You decide how close you want to bring that foot. Making sure you can feel that into the left glute. The left hamstring. Peel those shoulders back. Gaze is forward. Enjoying that release. One more breath. Send that right leg out. Give yourself a hug. We're taking our right arm over our left leg. Left hand pointing away, twisting towards our left shoulder. Sitting tall, shoulders relaxed. Neck is long. Breathing into the abdomen. And that slow release out. Last breath here. Turning the head back to center. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Move them away from the body. And we're going to take hold of our toes, send our elbows out, and just start to drop down towards the feet. You can always grab your block for your head. You should feel that deep into your lower back, into your hips, your pelvis. Really good if you suffer with any sciatica. Holding for a few more breaths. One more breath. Rolling yourself slowly up. Releasing. We're going to come onto our hands, onto our knees. So one of my favourite poses, and particularly beneficial if you've been running or walking, is bringing that left knee in, turning the toes to the side of the mat and walking that right leg back. We've got a pigeon pose coming up, but just before we do that, let's kick back and take hold of our ankle. Pulling that leg closer to you, you're going to deepen that stretch into that right thigh. Finding your balance, you can always prop that left glute up with a block if you feel wobbly. adding and releasing that tightness. So it should feel like a good massage. There shouldn't be any pain. If you need a little bit of support under your right knee, then just use a blanket. We're going to let go of that right leg now and just start to delve down on your mat. You want to bring your forehead down. You want to make sure your hips are in line so you're not tilting one way or the other. And your body can just take rest in Kapotasana, Pigeon Pose. Long breath. Opening into that knee joint on the left side. Delving into the psoas muscle. One more breath. Start to walk the hands back up into that table position. Send that left leg knee back. Let the right join it. So we've got the other side to do. We're going to bring that right knee forward now. Big toe, side of our mat. Left leg shifts back all of the way. We can stay here or we're going to delve deeper, kick back, take hold of that left ankle. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Try not to shrug the shoulders up. And breathe. Remember, if you feel wobbly, you can prop that glute with your block if you need. We're staying for one more breath. Release that left side. Start to walk down towards the top of your mat, stretching into the arms, into the hands, and dropping the forehead down. Relax the shoulders. Release the jaw. And just find the stillness in the pose. Two more breaths. Last one. Coming back onto your hands, last down dog, take it back, take that walk, take that movement, whatever you need. Maybe it's a hold, you decide. We're going to start to walk towards the outside edge of our mat. I'm going to turn so you can see. We're going to drop the glutes down. We're coming into a deep squat. You can sit on your block. Your hands are coming together. We're using our elbows into our inner legs. Holding here. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. Release, hands to the mat, push up, let the body hang, and then roll the spine all the way up. Bring the legs together. We're going to hug in our left knee, squeeze it in. And we're going to bring that foot on top of our right thigh. Bend into that leg, hands to your heart, or maybe your hands rest on something if you're feeling wobbly. Delve deeper down, feel that stretch in the left side of the body, the glutes, the hamstring, the thigh, the left knee. Rising up, take hold of your left big toe. Send that foot out to the front. You can use a strap here if you need. Take that leg out to the side. Bring that leg back in, let go, hold that foot up. Bend it in, drop it down, pedal through the legs, releasing the knees. Feet together, hug in that right knee. We're placing that foot on top of the left thigh, delving into that squat. Holding, breathing, releasing. We're taking hold of our right big toe, sending that foot long. Right leg long. Standing on the left, feeling strong. Maybe out to the side, finding your balance. Coming back in, release that foot, hold it up. Bend that knee in, drop it down, pedal through. Maybe some knee clicking here. Link your fingers, stretch up long, over to the right. Back to center, over to the left. Back to center. Release those arms. Give your shoulders a roll. And forwards. We're going to come down to our mat. Sitting down and lying down. Legs are long. Palms are up. Bring the feet together. Squeeze that right knee in. Rotate through the ankle. And the other way. Drop that right foot to your left knee. Right arm out to the side. Left arm is your guide. Rolling to that left side. Head to the right. Stretching along the back. Maybe just letting the eyes close. One more breath. Slowly rolling back. Right right arm is, or right leg is long, left knee is in, hug it in. Roll through the ankle. The other way. Support the knee with the right hand, left arm to the side. Drop the foot to the right knee and twist. Maybe closing the eyes. Releasing the lower back. Rolling back to center. Let the legs go, let the arms go. Palms facing upwards. Feet to the side. As you breathe in, breathing in health and vitality. As you breathe out, letting go of any worries, any stress, anything the body is holding on to. Breathing in health and vitality. Last full breath here. When you feel ready, draw both knees in towards the chest. Bring up the head. Hold here. Release the head back down. Just roll side to side. Rolling over to one side when you're ready. Coming back to a seated position. So I hope you enjoyed the class. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you on the mat soon. Love and namaste. Thank you.